Hello my fellow marketer, this is Nate Falconer with OnlineMLMTakeover.com, and in this short video just want to really touch on an issue I've been finding in the network marketing industry, the network marketing direct sales industry. And what's happening with a lot of you network marketers is that you are really active in the growth of your organization, but you're not being productive. You're busy, but you're not producing any results, okay? And that financial freedom that you're really looking for is not going to come if you're not active, if you're not productive, if you're not producing any results. It's not going to come, okay? And I think that a lot of you guys are out there struggling because you are spending your time in the wrong place. You're spending more time on those activities that aren't income producing. All right, and if you really know your role, if you really know your job description, then I believe you should be able to now start to make that shifts and turning some things around to now really focus on the income producing activities in your company. Now, in your company, you only get paid for one thing, all right? In your company, you get paid for the sale of your product or your service, all right? So you get paid for the sale of your product or your service, okay? That is what is going to produce the income in your company, all right? So if you're bringing people into your organization and building your team and they are not becoming a customer of your product or service, guess what? You're not making any money, all right? It doesn't matter how big your team is. If you have a team of non-product and service users, you're not making any money, okay? So you really need to spend a lot. So this is the income producing activity, is products and service sales, okay? And the way you do that is by prospecting, okay? The more people you talk to is the more people you're going to be bringing into organizations, the more sales you're going to be making of your product and service. And so all this falls under prospecting, okay? So we have prospecting. Okay. Now what also happens to a lot of you guys is that once you start, you're starting your business and everything, and you're starting to bring a couple of people in, then there are also two things that you end up doing as well. You end up doing a lot of training, right? So new person comes in, they need to get set up, and guess what? You end up walking them through a lot of the things that they need to do, their back office, maybe getting the first sale, showing them how to fill out the order form or whatever. And so you end up doing a lot of training, okay? Along with that training, you end up doing a lot of problem solving as well, all right? Because as people coming into your organization and they've been into your organization for any length of time, they're gonna run into some problems. And guess what? They're gonna call you because you sponsored them, all right? So you end up being a problem solver as well, right? Now, what you have to understand is that it's okay to train and it's okay to problem solve, but you need to spend most of your time doing the income producing activity, which is the sale of your product and service, okay? And that comes through prospecting. So most of your time needs to be spent prospecting. In fact, 80% of your time needs to be spent prospecting, right? 19% of your time needs to be spent training, and only 1% of your time needs to be spent problem solving, all right? Now, this training is not only the training of your team and your organization, that's also your personal training too. Your time falls into there as well, okay? Because not only do you want to show your people what to do, but you also want to increase your own value so that you will have something to pass down to those in your team and organization, right? Problem solving, that's another thing you don't get paid for. Now, you don't want to be the person that your teammate calls every time they have a problem, all right? That gets really draining, that gets really tiring, and that actually wastes a lot of time. Your customer service team should be able to answer a lot of the problems that your team and organization has. A lot of the problems, the issues they're running into, they need to be able to answer that, okay? Therefore, they're leaving you with just a couple questions, you know, they might not be able to answer. That leaves that for you, okay? As far as training, the way you be able to keep that 19%, you gotta leverage. You have to be able to leverage that time, okay? You don't want to spend all your time just training one team member at a time, one person at a time. You're going to have to develop some type of system, some training system that everybody who comes in can go through the specific training system, the same training system that'll set them up, that'll show them what to do, okay? That will really leverage a lot of time, and that will free up a whole lot more time for your prospecting. Why? Because you're prospecting. You need to prospect because you're prospecting is what's going to lead to the dollars, the sale of your product and service, okay? Now, I believe that once you really comprehend that most of your time needs to be spent prospecting, that you're going to see a dramatic improvement in your business, all right? Once you really know how to leverage this training and this problem solving, then you're really going to see all this other free time that you have to prospect, okay? And, you know, so basically, that is your role. That is your role. Your job description is to sell your company's product and service, and 80% of your time needs to be spent prospecting, 19% needs to be spent training, and only 1% needs to be spent problem solving, okay? Just want to thank you guys for checking out this video. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you have any questions. Go ahead and leave questions too. You can also email me some questions or whatever. I'll leave that email address in the resource box. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I just want to wish you the most success that you could possibly have in your network marketing company. Until next time, this is Nate Faulkner, online MLMTakeover.com. I'll talk to you soon.